Hello, good day. Welcome to Amdari. My name is Cynthia Jatto, and I'm a cybersecurity specialist at Amdari. Today, we'll be looking at ransomware. What is ransomware? Why should we be concerned about ransomware as a security analyst? So, ransomware basically is a kind of malicious software, which is known as a malware, that locks and encrypts victims' file. So, what it does is that it locks your file. When that malware finds its place into your system or your computer, it locks every file in your computer and your system. So even the entire network, sometimes it locks it up, so making it inaccessible. So what this does is that you can't access this file because it is encrypted already. And for you to be able to decrypt this file, you need a decryption key. And ransomware comes most times with an obligation for you to pay a ransom. So not in cash, it's most times asked in BTC, for you to pay a ransom in BTC to the attacker for them to give you the decryption key to use to decrypt the encrypted files. So let me break this down in a more simpler and basic way. Let's explain ransomware. So just like, let's say I, Cynthia, I'm an artist. I draw for a living, and I have this big painting I just created, and it's so beautiful. It could be lead to a breakthrough for me in my career. And I had this painting in my room or in my gallery, and I just stepped out. Then coming back, I find a note, and the painting is gone. So in the note, it's written, if you want your painting back, pay a specific amount of money, let's say $1 million. I'm asked to pay $1 million before I can have access to my painting. And in the real sense, attackers don't take what does not have value. That's just the truth. So in the real sense, that means the painting worth more than what they're asking me to pay, because attackers only go after what has value. So the person who stole my painting, asking for me to pay a ransom, is, in this case, is an attacker. And my painting that was stolen is the file that has been encrypted. So me being the owner of the painting, I am the victim in this case. So this is just a basic example of what ransomware is and how ransomware operates. So how does it work? How does this ransomware work? How do attackers get access to your system, your file? How do they encrypt it? What took place? What transpired? We have 4 main ways that attackers get access to your system. The first one is infection. Infection is the process whereby the ransomware gets into the victim system. So for the attacker to be able to encrypt your file, they first of all need to get access to your system, and they do that through an open door. The open door can be from your staffs who are not well trained about security measures to put in place. So it can be done through when I mean your staff now, I'm talking about the fact that your staff can be a target. You can target your staff to click on a phishing email, a phishing link rather. They can send an email to your staff, one of your staff. They're clicking on a URL link or a file, an attachment, then downloading their attachment, can open door or be the gateway through which the attacker access your system or your computer. So this gives them access. So the first thing an attacker needs to do is to infect your system. And this can be done through emails with malicious link or an attachment. Then it can also be done through fake software updates. So sometimes you want to update your system, you want to update your software, which is required most times. So in trying to update your software, you mistakenly use a fake software instead of downloading from the original trusted site. You're downloading from a malicious site. So this malicious site comes with a malware that when you download, after downloading the software and updating your system, it automatically goes into swing into action and starts encrypting your file. So it comes with a fake software too. Then vulnerable systems exposed online. So there's this scenario that is always common most times. There's this joke we make in security that when the security team, when the SOC analysts have to be at work as early as 6 a.m. because a particular organization or the staff that are not in security team clicks on a bait that says, click on this link, you will win an iPhone 16 Pro Max. So this is a security joke we always make, that, oh, the staff saw a pop-up that says, oh, click on this, or spin. They usually use spin. Spin this thing and you will win an iPhone 16 Pro Max. And most times, a lot of people fall for that bait. So it can be through such means that this malware gets into your system. So imagine one of your employees or one of the staff click on that, and the next thing you see is, oh, the next thing, everything is being encrypted. So malware infection can be from a malicious link sent through a mail or an attachment, then fake software updates, or a vulnerable system exposed online. So the second method is lock or encrypt file. So the first thing an attacker needs to do when it comes to ransomware is, first of all, infect the system. So after infecting the system, that means you have gained foothold, you are now in control. So the next thing you want to do, or the attacker wants to do, is to lock and encrypt the files. So once the attacker is inside, the next thing they want to do is lock your file, lock you out, then encrypt your important files so you can't open them or use them. So when you're trying to open this file, the file is telling you, oh, it is locked, then you always find a sign on it that says, that is give you that signal that, oh, it is locked, or you can plainly say, oh, this file is locked, you can't open it or you can't access it. So the first thing is, I said it's 4 ways. The first one is infection, they infect your system. The second one is when they gain access into your system, they lock and encrypt your file. Then the third one is ransom demand. There's always a message that will appear telling you that, oh, your files have been held hostage, and they will give you instruction within a specific period of time or a specific hours. They'll tell you need to pay a ransom, and you need to pay a particular amount to them for them to give you the decryption key. So most times this comes with a deadline, and it always comes with a threat. Yes. So when they are demanding for a ransom, it always comes with a threat. So they will tell you, oh, there will be this tone of urgency. You need to do it urgently. If you don't pay, we're going to do this. So okay, they'll tell you, they might tell you, if you don't pay, we'll sell your information out, or if there's something fishy you are doing, they'll tell you, they'll put it out there. Then sometimes it also comes with they can threaten you with the fact that they are going to delete these files or expose it if you don't want to pay. So imagine your important documents or your important files being deleted from your system or your server. That is critical and can be brutal, can be very brutal. So these are threats. So when the attacker is demanding from a ransom, there is a tone. The first one is, there is this urgency. They want you to pay it urgently. Then the second one is, there's a time frame for you to pay. They always give you a time frame to pay. Then it comes with a threat. It comes with a threat. So the first one is, it comes with urgency. Then the second one is, there's a time frame to make payment. Then it always comes with a threat. Then the fourth method of how attackers carry out a ransomware attack is, sometimes they'll tell you, okay, after paying, then make decryption, which is under maybe they might not even give you a decryption key. In most cases, they don't. So if the victim pays, they may get a decryption key to unlock their files, but there is no guarantee. Like I said, it is not guaranteed. In 99.9% of time, it does not happen. They don't always give you back the decryption key. If you pay the ransom, after collecting the ransom, they just disappear into thin air. They don't give back the decryption key. So you still have to go and look for a way to decrypt, either decrypt, or if you have a backup server, you use that to get your system running back. So that's why, as a security expert, it is always advised not to pay this ransom. It is not advisable to pay this ransom. The reason why you don't pay the ransom is that it is not guaranteed you will get a decryption key to decrypt the encrypted files. Then secondly, there is no guarantee that your information has not already been sold out there. So you don't know if your information is already listed in the dark web. So, and again, you paying is just an encouragement. You are encouraging this organization. Yes, I call them organization because most time it's done by these anonymous groups. Yes, it's done by most time it's done by anonymous groups. So you are encouraging them to keep doing what they are doing because it means they are getting more money, they are getting more funding. So it's not advisable to pay, for organization to pay a ransom at the end of the day. So common examples of ransomware include, we have different kind of ransomware that has happened in the past. There's the popular ransomware that happened in 2017. It's called WannaCry. Yes, WannaCry was very big and popular in 2017. You can read up about it. It's called WannaCry in 2017. So this ransom spread rapidly across the world. It affected the world. Then it affected hospitals and it affected businesses and government. Then the question is, why are healthcare sectors a target of ransomware? They are big targets when it comes to ransomware. The reason is because healthcare tech sectors, aside the fact that, yeah, they have a lot of money, they make a lot of money, especially not just private healthcare sectors now, including government-owned healthcare sectors. So they are prone to attack. So when these attackers, the reason why they target them is that they know they can pay, they have the ability to pay the ransom. Then secondly, healthcare sector is a critical sector. When there's an attack like a ransomware, it means everything has to stop. No operations, no diagnosis, no patients can be attended to because their record is encrypted. So a lot of things have to just stop. And that means a lot of people are going to die like per hour, per minute, because people are on live machines that are being powered by in the internet. So this is a critical sector. So this will give that urgency of let us pay. We need to pay fast. We need to attend to this. So that's one of the reasons why healthcare sectors are always a target of ransomware attack. Then we have big businesses, organizations that are very big, that are well established, are also target for ransomware attack. Then we have government officials. Most time when it comes to government, it's mostly done for freedom's sake, like people fighting for, they call them activists, not activists now, activists, that's HACT. So they are trying to, they call themselves, it's from the anonymous group too, all this anonymous group out there. So they say they are freedom fighters, they are fighting for the good of the masses. So they carry out a ransomware attack on government, collect money from the government, then send it back, which they actually do. They send it back to any sector they want to. If it's a country is experiencing war or whatever they want to use it for, they use it for whatever they want to use it for. Then we have the Logbits. Logbits attack is one of a big ransomware attack that happens too. So this was carried out by a very new group, unlike the one that carried out the WannaCry attack. So it was carried out by a new group, and the target was big organization. Their target was big organization. So they were not after government or individuals, they were after big organization. We have the Rook, we have the Kuti, we have the Revu. So these three organizations I just mentioned, we have the Rock, the Kuti, the R-Evil. These are ransomware groups. So there are different groups that carry out ransomware attack. Yeah, they are very popular. They are famous ransomware groups that carry out ransomware attacks. So why is it important? Like another important point to take note, and I've explained it before, still going to emphasize on it again. Important point to take from this is that paying a ransomware is very risky. It is extremely risky. The reason is it encourages more attacks, and there is no guarantee you will get back your files. Then best protection. Keep regular backups. So for an organization not to be attacked, there's a need to keep regular backups. Then use strong security practices. It is very, very important for organizations to use strong security practices. Then update software, often from trusted websites. Then educate people to avoid phishing traps. Like I said, there's a need to always educate, carry out security education as far as you have an organization. Running an organization is concern. You need to educate your staffs every time, about security measures put in place, how not to fall for this bait or malware bait at the end of the day. Thank you so much for coming this far with me. I'll see you in the next video where we'll be analyzing the malware attack on MediCore. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.